Namaste, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is the top 10 spiritual teachers and gurus. Something I've been putting together for a little while. Really excited just to present this to you and talk about spirituality, talk about Hinduism, talk about yoga, meditation, the path that I'm on here, and just want to really share this knowledge, spread the light. We're going to go through the top 10 most influential teachers, gurus, enlightened beings, masters that have really helped me and helped mankind. I mean, this is something that we are all attuned to, whether you practice or not. Doesn't matter or not, it's all good. So really excited to just be here with all of you. First of all, thank you. Infinite gratitude for being here, for having the light within you. Thank you so much. So yeah, let's get right into this. First off, I just want to let you know that I'm a certified Raja Yoga teacher. The path that I'm a part of is the Yogananda. We got Sir Tekswar, Lahiri Mahashaya, Babaji right here. This is the direct lineage that I'm a part of, and I am just so grateful to tap into this and to really expound my infinite self and channel this knowledge into the spirit. That's really what we are here to do. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Let's do it. If you have any questions during this feed, please feel free. Chat room is live. We are just doing it. Aloha. Welcome, Mama Chaos, Elijah, Tim, welcome. Happy to have you guys here. I'm just going to go through all 10 of these teachers, and some of them are still in the body, some of them are not. These are realized beings. These are people that have completely, transcended their state of self and tapping into that infinite conscious energy, right? That's what this is all about. So we are going to go start right now with Lord Krishna. This is something that I really want to talk about because I lived at the Krishna temple, the Hare Krishna temple in Utah for quite a while, and I'm very drawn to this path. This is something that is in the Bhakti Yogi tradition, and Bhakti is centered in the heart. This is the path of the heart. This is the path of the awakening of higher consciousness, and this is very important to understand. So I just want to read a little quote to you from Krishna right here, coming up on the screen. From one who has conquered his mind, a mind is best of friend. But for one who has failed to do so, a mind is the greatest enemy. That's what we're really learning, right? To master the mind, master this ability that we have, in our modern age. This is something that is, time before time. These masters, Sri Krishna, thousands of years ago, tens of thousands of years ago, he was reincarnated as several different people. These masters, these enlightened beings are here to help us, to bring us to the light, to encourage us on this path. We are all humans for a reason. We think we're separate from God, Source, Krishna, the universe, whatever words you want to use. And this is something that, really needs to be talked about, because once you get through all that new age, like mumbo jumbo, and you get through all that stuff, you're going to learn about higher consciousness through a practice that has been on this planet for a long time. And that's where the teachings of Hinduism, yoga, meditation, all of these things come into a major role into our life. So I know I wouldn't be the same without them. I am so grateful for learning yoga and being a certified yoga teacher, teaching meditation. This has helped everything in my life, literally every aspect of my life. So starting with Sri Krishna, he incarnated as Lord Chaitanya about 5,000 years ago, and this is where kind of like the Lord Chaitanya created this, Hare Krishna movement, this ability of chanting through devotion, opening up the heart, the Hare Krishna mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is the ancient mantra, the Maha mantra, that is really opening up our hearts together and lifting this veil. So here's a cool little quote from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Be more humble than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree, always offering respect unto others and never expecting any in return. So much to learn from that quote, right? There are so much, depth, so much meaning into these words. And that's what I love about this. It's like you could talk about just this one quote all day. These teachers, again, were ascended masters. They came down from the heavenly planets to teach us, to really help us learn and discover our true self, our infinite self. And that's exactly what's happening right now on planet Earth. This modern time, people get confused, and there's so many different religions and practices that you can do. But at the end of the day, you have to experience that truth. Non-attachment is what Lord Chaitanya is talking about here. We have to really get in tune with that non-attachment and learning to practice unconditional love. That's really what it comes down to, the bhakti, the love at the end of the day. Moving forward, we're going to go, this is not in any order, by the way, and this has nothing to do with in order. There's some of these people, I could have left off the list. Some of them I could add to the list. I just wanted to really, get this down to the top 10 spiritual teachers and gurus that I have been a part of. So let's talk about Swami Vivekananda. Great example of someone who's actually led this into a practice and created an entire sect that is devout to Hinduism. Let me read the quote. Never say no. Never say I cannot, for you are infinite. All the power is within you. You can do anything. So powerful, just so mesmerizing when we read the words of these saints and traditions, and it's just amazing. Like, we need to really grasp this knowledge and infiltrate our consciousness with these words, with these transcendental knowledge. That's what this is. We're talking about how to transcend the limitations of our 3D, of our limited small self, the ego, right? Krishnamurti is next on the list. We all want to be famous people. And the moment we want to be something, we are no longer free. I love that. Krishnamurti, more recent, as time goes on, step out of this cosmic view, get into this cosmic view where you can really look at this from your infinite self, from practicing these traditions, these religions, whatever that means to you. How can you bring this into a practice, right? Because this is only remembering. We are remembering that true self, and it's not your personality. It's not your thoughts. It's not who you think you are. It's really who you want to be, this infinite self that is within you. I love Krishnamurti quotes. Please write this down, or if you have any other references that you want to add, please do. All right, now I'm going to move over here to Babaji. If you come to doubt, I'll give you every reason to doubt. If you come suspicious, I'll give you every reason to be suspicious. But if you come seeking love, I'll show you more love than you have ever known. Isn't that beautiful? I really resonate with that, and I am so happy to be a part of this. Reading autobiography of a yogi was the most profound thing that really led me to this path, and I am so changed because of it. I really think that we need to live a spiritual life, living in that heart-centered consciousness. That's exactly what Babaji is talking about in this quote. This is real. This is powerful. It's very transformative. This is the lineage that we're talking about through Babaji, later passing it down to Lahiri Mahasaya, and he is the other guru lineage following down. This knowledge needs to be passed down through people in that guru-disciple relationship, right? That's what we're talking about here. This transcendental knowledge that brings us back to source energy, brings us back to that Atman, the God, the universe within. Lahiri Mahasaya quote says, always remember that you belong to no one, and no one belongs to you. Reflect that someday you will suddenly have to leave everything in this world. So make the acquaintanceship of God now. Isn't that beautiful? Like I said, we are not our God. We are not our body. We are not this thoughts. We are not this thing that you think you are. We have to get past those thoughts, past those limitations, and really develop a relationship with God, with the universe, whatever that means to you, whether it's nature, getting out into nature, really transforming yourself through a practice of yoga, tai chi, whatever spiritual practice resonates with you, the more we can develop that infinite cosmic relationship, that's really where the magic is, because that's what's going to transcend to our next life. So we got to really put this into a practice. That's what Raja Yoga means. That's what, karma just means action. Kriya Yoga means action. We got to take action. This is so important. Moving further, after Lahiri Mahashaya, we have Si Yukteswar. Si Yukteswar is a master. This was Yogananda's guru. Forget the past. The vanished lives of all men are dark with many shames. Human conduct is ever unreliable until anchored in the divine everything. In the future will improve if you are making a spiritual effort now. That's the thing. So many people are living in the past, right? So many people are living to these identifications of what it means in their past. You are not those labels. You are not those things. Let it go. I love this quote. And the famous Yogananda, of course. Practice meditation. You'll find that you are carrying within your heart a portable paradise. I just love that quote. I love having Paramahansa Yogananda in my consciousness all the time, and reading the books, having the audio. I do a lot of things every day to channel this energy into my daily life. That's what we need to do. Understand that we are here. We are spirit soul. We are the Atman. We have infinite consciousness. We are pure light. That is something that these teachers figured out a long time ago. After Yogananda, let's see who we got left. Amma, right here. I love Amma. She's in the body right now. I've had darshan experience with Amma. Absolutely incredible being. The hugging saint. So beautiful, so profound, the experience being around her energy. Remain a beginner, like a child endowed with tremendous humility, patience, and faith. Such should be our attitude towards the experience life brings to us. Then we will keep on learning. For the mind to grow and become as big as the universe, we should first become a child. I just love that. I absolutely love that. Something that has been really profound to me is when you have experience with these beings, when you actually enter their field. And you have to remember that a lot of people, Krishna, Chaitanya, this tradition of these saints, these living bodies, they don't have to be in the body right now. So it's something that you can tap in through the heart, through your crown chakra, or if you need the direct experience through someone in the body, Amma is a great reference. Forgot Lord Prabhu right here. This is the creator, really translated the Bhagavad Gita, went over from India. Absolutely incredible saint. In the 70s, that's what really got a lot of people from, the psychedelic and the more hippie movement, getting them into yoga, practicing meditation. That was a big expansion that was happening. Here's a quote from Prabhu. Actually, it doesn't matter, Krishna or Christ, the name is the same. The main point is to follow the injunction of the Vedic scriptures that recommend chanting the name of God in this age. See, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the age of enlightenment that is dedicated to a particular path for awakening. And chanting is one of those paths. It's the most profound thing that you can do. Those mantras, these affirmations, when you chant the holy names, when you really you're purifying your consciousness. That's exactly what you're doing here. You're purifying yourself. And we need to have a practice every single day that purifies our being. I think I got one more. Was that everybody? Let me get in the chat room here real quick. Pop that up. Keep the mind on the... for everybody who understands Christ and the Christianity movement, that is obviously a teacher, of course. I didn't have him on the list. I was just trying to keep to yoga and keep to meditation. It's very important to understand that these are living beings. This is nothing new, right? This is something that is, again, man is only remembering. Catching up on your chat here. Everybody, I'm scrolling back. Give me 1 second. Shungite is a rock that can purify. Talking about crystals. Awesome. Orgonite. Happy to have you guys here. Yes, samadhi is that ancient state. Samadhi is that place where everybody is, right? Everybody reaches that transcendental state of consciousness. And that's something that, again, we are all walking this path. It is so important to have that spiritual lineage, that tradition that keeps you on the path, right? That's why I wanted to make this video and talk about the top 10 spiritual teachers that have really enlightened me, because I want to really understand this from as many perspectives as possible and use their lives as an example, right? They were all walking on this earth. They all had normal responsibilities, just like you and me, jobs, whatever, we got to put a roof over our head. We got to have food to eat. Understanding this tradition, understanding that these are ancient yogic beings. These are people that transcended their consciousness and those limitations. We need to put that into a practice. Every single day we have the ability to do this. If you have any questions, feel free in the chat room. I'll be hanging out for a little bit longer. I really just been thinking about this video for a while, and I wanted to get it up on YouTube and talk about these different paths and what it means, right? Because the way I look at this, you need to use a path that resonates with you. If you are into physical sports and you really love the movement of the body, follow Hatha Yoga. Use your body as that vehicle for truth and transformation. If you're somebody who's, trapped in the mind, you need to use the Jnana Yoga, the knowledge, right? If you're a real heady person, you understand deep intellectual things, then use that as your path. That is really where it's at. It is something that I really want to promote. Okay, I want to promote higher consciousness. I want to promote you having access to these techniques. I practice every single day in my meditation. I do energization techniques. I do things that are going to uplift my consciousness. Okay, we are here to transcend those limitations, to be fully immersed in that 5D reality, really getting in tune with this higher vibration that is available to us here and now. This is powerful. A lot of people that are, confused right now is because they haven't really found that path for themselves, whatever that might be. That's why I wrote my book, The Real Yoga. It talks about different meditation techniques, talks about these paths, these lineages that you can become a part of. You have to use whatever resonates with you. I'm not here to tell you that one thing works, or go follow this, or go meditate, or go do yoga, or anything. I'm here to tell you that through my experience, this has changed my life. So I love it. I'm going to keep going with it. The more I read the Bhagavad Gita, the more I read these scriptures and holy texts and get further into consciousness, the more I can uncover from myself and purify myself. And that's where I'm getting this energy and this confidence from. It's the energy that I'm tapping into that is allowing me to be this vessel for truth and transformation. I really appreciate all the love, exploring, learning, and doing. I love you. Thank you for being here. So grateful for you as well. Elijah, does that keep you in the root chakra? Yes. That's the thing, is energetically, it's going to keep you down in these lower vibrations because of the chakra system. We need to uplift ourselves and get into these higher chakra systems. This is huge when it comes to understanding the real yoga. All right. That's why, again, I wrote my book. I did the meditation techniques. You have to get rid of the distractions in your life. That's what we need to do. These teachers were here, again, to uncover this great awakening, to really prove to us that we are here for something greater than ourselves. We are more than this body. We are more than our thoughts. We have to understand that we are pure light, spirit, soul. That's what we are. The more you can do these techniques, whether it's chanting, the Hatha Yoga, the meditation, the grounding, getting in tune with nature, getting your temple cleaned up with pure living foods, detox, right? This is so important. We need to understand that this is real. This is a powerful technique that you can use every single day. I wanted to show these spiritual masters and teachers because this is something that, whatever path is for you, you need to walk it. All saints, all sages, all gurus out there, I just love the information, and I don't really separate the two because we are all on this journey together, walking each other home. Right? That's something that we need to learn, is like that we are one. This infinite consciousness is available to us right now. It's just we have all these distractions in our life that are keeping us from experiencing it. whatever that means to you, whatever it's your, the workplace, the job, the toxicity from the foods, all of these things we need to get control over. Otherwise, we're simply going to miss out. Ramana Maharshi. Oh, did I skip Ramana Maharshi? I'm sorry. I'm still Krishnamurti. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ramana Maharshi. Oh, I don't. Yeah, like I said, I could have added more on the list and I just wanted to keep it to a top 10 and keep it really, the people that have inspired me the most. It's nothing against any other, swamis or teachers out there. There are a lot of people. Obviously, there's way more than 10 spiritual teachers. I just wanted to have a little, preparation for what's going on. So shout out Brian. Welcome. Just got my book. Thank you. Reading it tonight. Awesome. Brian, happy it made it to you. Thank you so much for being here. Rachel Troutman's in the house. Aloha. How to attract the things you want without becoming too attached. It's a very simple recipe for attracting what you want, increasing your vibration, getting into these higher chakra centers, and then simply letting go. That's the practice that we need to circle back to, is let go, surrender, repeat. Let go, surrender, repeat. This is the path. That's how you do it, because you're asking about becoming too attached. This is how you don't become attached. You have to let go, surrender, and repeat. And you'll notice when you do that, when you fully let go, when you fully surrender, that's when those things come to you. That's when these things are manifested to you. It's not something that you do like through the intellect, like the power, like, oh, I'm just going to think so hard and then it's just going to manifest. It doesn't work that way. It's actually quite the opposite. It's more of like setting the intention. You got to have that in your mind's eye, really hold that attunement, and then fully surrender, let go, and then go on to your life. Go do the next thing. This is something that I'm very attracted to, like, because of the law of attraction, right? Like all of these new age techniques, all these things that are very popular right now are rooted in yoga, are rooted in these ancient teachings. The rishis, through the Upanishads, to the Srimad Bhagavatam, all the way to the Bhagavad Gita, which is like a book based on the Srimad Bhagavatam. There's like the middle chapter. It's something that a lot of people get confused with. And for me, this is where all the knowledge is, all of it. It's right in front of us. So everybody has access to it. We just need to really get in tune with it, get, appeal to this technology, right? That's the human body. This is the most technology that we have right here in this human form. A lot of people, are just confused, like I said. So that's why I would do what I do. I want to talk about these teachers. I want to talk about these saints, gurus, these enlightened masters that are here spreading this truth, this knowledge through a particular way. Right? That's the thing. You have to use that path. For me, it's Raja Yoga. Raja means royal. It's encompassing the path of Kriya Yoga and Karma Yoga. It's the path of action and really purifying yourself through taking action. Okay, that's the simple way to put it. We need to take action in our life and complete our karma so we can exit this samsara, the cycle of birth and death. That's what's happening right now through this desire system, through our actions, through everything that we think, do, feel, is attracting that universe, creating that high energy that we want. Deliberate creators in the house, welcome. Aloha. Right back at you. Namaste, beautiful souls. This is something that I am so happy to present to you finally. I've been wanting to make this video for a while. Thank you for everybody jumping in the chat room here. It is something that I'm going to put this back up right here, the top 10 list, because this is what we need to really absorb right here. We need to absorb the teachings of all of these masters. Paramahansa Yogananda, Sri Yukteswar, Lahiri Mahasara, Babaji, getting in tune with these teachers. Amma, right here, okay, that's the top row. And then we have Srimad Prabhu, okay, those are the teachings through the Bhagavad Gita, interpreting the teachings that started all the way on the right there with Sri Krishna, Okay, Lord Chaitanya over 5,000 years ago, Krishnamurti, Vivekananda, all these teachers have had their own particular influence on mankind, and I am just so grateful to, tap into this knowledge, and that's all I want to do is share it with everybody. That's all I want to do, because once you get into this light, once you're on the path, you just want to share and help others. That's the only thing that you want to do. I have experienced a lot when it comes to these teachings, and I always ask myself, how can I do more? How can I be of service? And this is it. We have to spread it. We have to spread the light. That's the only thing that we're here to do. And a lot of people I know are confused right now, so I'm just here to help. I'm here to help you. This is something that we all have the capability to do. Access this temple inside, right? That's where the heavenly planets. Heaven is right here on earth, baby. It is right here on earth. This is nothing new. This is something that we all have access to. And it's just a matter of breaking away that conditioning, getting through those self-limiting beliefs, start really addressing what's ailing you in your life. Get your temple pure through the detoxification protocols, right? Getting the lymph system moving, getting everything tuned up in the body so we can meditate longer, so we can achieve this high vibration that is available to us. That's the truth. That's the real deal. This is what we're doing. If you want to take this further, you need to understand that it's not coming from me. These are the masters. Right here, all of these masters. These are the people that you can attune to right now. Read Autobiography of a Yogi. Right? Start reading the Bhagavad Gita. Start getting into the Vedic literature, the Upanishads, okay? The Tibetan Book of the Dead. We can talk about Buddhism and go, talk about it all day. This is where the knowledge is. You need a path. You need a script for something to kind of get, guide you through life. That's what this is. That's what yoga is. It's getting rid of that separation. We need to understand that we are spirit, soul. We are here to transcend our limited self. That duality is just 2D, it's the 3D that's keeping us stuck. And our thoughts, our things, that is where the magic is. This is Deliberate Creator. Happy you have the book. So happy you guys are tapped into this already. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's it's not Kristen, you're asking about I don't follow a specific teacher. I follow the energies of love. This exit you speak of is exactly what I've been reaching to. Yeah, this the teachings of love, in yoga it's just called bhakti yoga. That's the thing, is we don't have to get mixed up in the actual terminology. We just have to understand that, like, you have to trace it back, right? Like, to these people, to these teachers and gurus. Like, these people figured this out a long time ago. It's nothing new here. Thousands of years ago. In yoga, it's called the Yuga system. This is a 24,000 year cycle. We are in the, the Kali Yuga, something that's very dark times right now. We need to rise up. We need to get into that age. We are in this ascending age. So that's why I want to talk about these teachers and talk about this lineage, because it's whatever resonates with you. For me, Paramahansa Yogananda, the teachings of Sir Tekswar, Lahiri Mahasaya, Babaji, getting into these teachings, like, I just resonate with it. I love it. I can meditate. I can do the techniques, and I'm following it, and it's and it's infinite. This does not stop. This awareness does not stop. That's what I love about this. Spreading the light, that's what we got to do. Every single day. You guys need to understand that I'm doing this 24/7, right? I have to really lead by example. That's what we're here to do. Lead by example, to understand this metaphysical mysticism, yoga, enlightenment, self-realization, that these are the things that we're here to do. Anything that's tied to our body is only going to lead us to more suffering. These teachers understood that. They knew how those limitations were affecting them. And what are you going to do about it, right? So that's when it comes back to abiding by the spirit, abiding by this infinite self, learning these techniques, learning something that's going to bring joy to your soul. Right? That's where the magic is. That's really what we need to understand, is what are you doing to feed your soul right now? Right? What are you doing to feed and fill this cup, this infinite cup, right? I know a lot of people that talk in different ways about this, and for me, it's nothing new here. I don't want to spew all this Sanskrit language at you or anything. I just want to help uplift your consciousness in a way that people can understand. So many people are just confused right now, and that's why these teachers came down through the heavenly planets onto planet Earth to teach us something. We have so much to learn. Every time I pick up the Bhagavad Gita, I learn something new. I've read the autobiography of Yogi so many times. Every single time I pick it up, I learn something new. It is profound what is happening right now on planet Earth and this energy that we have available to us. So many people need to understand that we are here for love. That's the Bhakti tradition. That's the path of the heart. All of these teachers, follow a direct lineage. So whatever that means for you, do it. If you're one that loves love, then start chanting, start singing, start, getting that throat chakra activated. If you have the ability to get into a practice, do it every single day. That's really where the magic is. That's where we're going to reduce our suffering and help others on planet Earth, because we are here for love. All of these teachers, every single one of them talked about love. That's the universal religion. So, if this affects you in any way or anything like that, I know a lot of people get triggered when it comes to understanding God and Krishna and these words. And I'm really just want to help you, because so many things are limiting that view, right? Limiting that view of reality. And these teachers knew that. They've been through it, right? All of them. They've been through the same things, like I said, that me and you have. So the more we can do these practices, the more that we can understand all of this. Very similar teachings, Mama Kayasya, Rupa Spira. There's a lot of great teachers out there. The Bhagavad Gita, Brian, you need to get a good copy. It's called the Bhagavad Gita as it is. So just remember that. It is called the Bhagavad Gita as it is. And I highly recommend reading and having a teacher to help transcribe this for you, because these are books that you don't just read once and then put back on the shelf. These are things that it's pure transcendental energy, vibration. We need to attune to this. Just reading a few pages is what I do in the morning, and then I meditate on them, and then I use them for my day, whatever that particular script might be for the day. So this is it, guys. I just wanted to tap in real quick and talk about this. If you want to take it to the next level, thank you all my Patreon members. Shout out to Brian in the Patreon group. Hardly the Tin Man's in the house. Aloha. Patreon.com/The Infinite Cup is where you can learn more information about my inner circle group. I'm going to be doing a live interactive coaching session with all of the inner circle members. It's something we do once a month, so stay tuned for that. I'll be releasing the date soon. You also get special discounts, all these little offers and perks, watching my YouTube videos before they get released. Little things like that are really nice. So if you guys want to take it to the next level and help support the channel, that would be much appreciated. Check it out on patreon.com/The Infinite Cup. All of these teachings, all of these teachers, I bow down to you. Saints, sages, gurus of all religions and traditions, I bow to you. I am so thankful. Infinite gratitude to all of these teachers, to all of the wisdom, all of the knowledge that is available to us on planet Earth. There is infinite consciousness happening right now on planet Earth. All you have to do is tap into it. This is so profound when you start getting into these teachings, when you start really learning the path of yoga, the real yoga. That's, again, why I wrote my book. Why there's so many things that you just need to be addressed right now, and yoga is where it's at. Really excited to have everybody in my Patreon group. Again, shout out to Brian, Tin Man, Rack right there. So happy to have you guys in my inner circle group. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being the light. Thank you for spreading this beautiful light to others. That's the thing, when you start attuning to this knowledge, you really awaken that infinite self, and it's contagious. Deliberate Creator, yes, I have a beginner video on my YouTube channel. Several beginner yoga videos for the asana postures. Just type that in on my channel. Infinite love is coming to all of you right now for being here. Thank you for taking the time to be here. Thank you for taking the time to be a path of the light, be a path of this great awakening. Thank you for being the change in your community, for having the courage to be the change. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I have a few other little things. The Conscious Clothing Store is live. And Patreon members get 20% off. There's a discount code listed on patreon.com. For those of you guys who haven't seen that yet, I highly suggest checking out the Conscious Clothing store. The mantra t-shirts are in, and the Say No to GMO t-shirt is probably the most popular. Thank you all so much for being here, and I will check you guys later. Namaste.